Lovell tractors. Where on earth have they come from in the last few weeks? They seem to be all over social media. A lot of chat, I guess. Gareth Wyn Jones going out on a jolly to China has probably helped them along a big way in getting us all talking about them. Now, are they here to stay, or are they going to be? Remember these lot? Armatrack turned up to Lama a couple of years ago, booked out an entire stand, spent a fortune, sponsored all the tickets, and then sort of petered off, and I've never really heard of them since. I don't know, but there is a very big difference that I can see in that Armatrack were a tractor that were out badging up a tractor with somebody else's components in it. Lovell are actually building their own stuff. They are building them in China, and they could be about to take over our industry in the same way as CF Moto have done on quad bikes. I mean, who would have believed 5 years ago that CF Moto, a brand that we'd never really heard of, would be knocking Honda off the top spot on ATV sales in the UK for the first time ever? This is AEA data on tractor registration 2022-2023. I think what we're very guilty of when we're looking at the industry and we're looking at tractors is thinking that these have been around forever, because they haven't. Only in my lifetime, John Deere has come from a complete underdog. It was only the 6000 series that made them stand out. C&H is a completely new company made up of Ford Tractor and Case International and David Brown and various other brands. Agco, okay, MF, Massey Ferguson is something we knew, but as a Banner Lane built tractor, not something out of France. Fendt and Valtra are new brands to the UK, as is Kubota. Class have only started making tractors since they took over Renault in 25 odd years ago. JCB wasn't making tractors when I was born. Sammy Deutz-Fahrer is an entirely different tractor, a proper Deutz back in the day. And Sammy, all of this, what I'm getting at, maybe in a long-winded way, is everything's new. Everything in this industry is new. Nothing has been around your grandfather would recognize nothing of the brands that are out there today. Everything's changed, and everything will change again. And whether it's Lovell or whether it's TAFE or whether it's Solace or whether it's Armatrack back again, it's gonna change, and we've got to be ready to embrace it. But we need to be embracing it from whichever company is going to come here and spend the money, invest in our market, make sure they've got the parts back up, make sure they've got the location here, which of course, likes of SDF don't. Make sure they've got a UK headquarters and make sure that they're ready to support. I mean, who would have believed 5 years ago that CF Moto, a brand that we'd never really heard of, would be knocking Honda off the top spot on ATV sales in the UK for the first time ever?